Hello.
Hello.
We have a thing. I forgot I had this. And Phil was, like, playing with this, like, it's sitting on the shelf next to him. And
We're just gonna do this really quick.
oh, okay. So, I need to say that it's an auto harp. If you don't know what it is, just look it up really quick. It's like an old country music instrument. The one that I have in my hands right now, our mom got when she was 16.
Are you ready?
Yeah. It is completely out of tune, and I cannot fix it.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I'm not pressing any keys on the auto harp to do this. But we decided that this is the gaggle instrument, because it is the sound of the murderous one.
Aw, it's so beautiful.
Ah. The music stops every time hard drops. You're like, did it hit? It did. I'm just running my fingernails on it. It's like entirely out of tune.
Oh yeah.
It is so bad. Like you just run across it and it's just like it sounds like a horror movie instrument.
I can't use the same move twice in a row. That's okay. I'll just blaze kick it.
Ripping the fuck out of my nails. It's totally worth it.
I can't believe that crit!
Murder sounds like...
That's the sounds it makes. It's not... Alright.
This thing is magic! I need to make a horror movie just so I can fiddle with this. What? It's a Pokemon? Aw, it's so cute! Are you... Alright, go, Gaggle!
We are terrible people.
Aww. It kind of, like, when you get to the higher ones, it sounds a little like dark Arabic music.
Kind of.
Yeah, except it has, like, no rhythm. Or, because I'm the one playing it.
He's confused right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, this thing is, like, at least 20 years older than I am. No, 10 years older than I am.
I need Flash. Does anybody know Flash?
I think so.
Yay, there it is.
Africa does. He blessed the rains and he got Flash. It's fine.
That's not much help.
A tiny murderous one.
Yes.
Then they have a
Dueling banjos. The whole Pokemon soundtrack is just this thing.
This thing is awful.
Okay, so
It's great. It's perfect.
I need to move this way.
Okay, you should probably put Rick Ghastly back up front. So
Yeah.
he can get some healing.
Yeah.
The joke was good for 4 minutes, but I think we'll refer to that one.
Alright.
I'll keep the auto harp just in case, but... Mom's like, yeah, you could learn how to play this. And then I strummed it one day and I was like, what? Did you put him back up front?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes back down. I forgot what the layout of this place is, so... I'm still trying to figure it out. Oh no, and no psychic.
You might want to trade Rick Astley out. Oh, Jesus.
Actually, I'm too fine.
Oh, right, he has a berry. What berry did you get him again?
Citrus.
Flip. Oh, wow. That
heals 30.
Quite a bit.
I am going to switch him out, though.
Oh.
No, I need to get some levels on Chibi, or else he's going to be useless in the Elite Four.
I put my hand up to play the auto harp, and I was like, yeah, aww. Yeah, I don't actually know how to play the auto harp. I never learned. I did play other instruments. I played the flute for over a decade. And then I learned how to play the piano and the oboe and the guitar. But after high school, I didn't keep playing music.
Right.
So...
I started learning the piano when I was really young.
Yep.
And I don't know if that was the sole reason why I prefer percussion to everything else. But
I prefer percussion to everything else. I just can't keep a beat.
I can.
I can. I can keep a tune. Oh, fuck, what is that?
Wow.
Wow. More like...
Alright.
Listen, I'm going to make a horror movie with just this as music.
I mean, it would work.
Sound and music I would produce just out of this out-of-tune, over 20-year-old auto harp. 30 years old. I bet this auto harp is over 30 years old now.
Probably.
Well, no. Mom was in her early 20s when she had me. She got it when she was 16.
Yeah, it'd be about 30.
About 30.
Yeah.
Well, little auto harp. You've seen a lot of the world. Now I'm going to use you to torture people.
Yes!
It's so badly edited. It's got shit ton of dust caked on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to unstring and restring the whole thing.
Yeah, the strings are rusted. Oh, this description's gonna sound great because of the noise it makes. The strings are rusted. Like, if you get down to where you press the keys on the auto harp, they're brown.
Yeah.
Like, they're deep brown. I'm afraid one day I'm gonna, like, do that, like, heavy strum it, and then all the strings are gonna break and cut off my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Karma.
Okay, there.
And then up.
And, yep. Son of...
Do. Aww.
It's a clipper! Ah!
She's so cute.
I have to run away from it. It's too cute.
Don't squish it with the boulder. Dun 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 dun. What the fuck?
Okay. Not what I was expecting.
Goku. Its name is Goku.
Let me get Chibi. Alright, Chibi, don't kill it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you do me a favor. Can you put the auto harp back?
No.
It's mine now. Ha.
There. It's fine.
It sounds like this train like crashed. So that's my new favorite thing.
Yes.
The day I found that out was the greatest day of my life. Also, speaking of games and things that make me happy, Mom came home from Goodwill the other day.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, I bought you a thing. And I was like, oh shit. And she was like, it's a backgammon board. It has all of the pieces and dice.
Nice.
And the rules.
Nice.
So now I have a backgammon board. It brought me back to, like, was it 7th grade or 8th grade? Were you in backgammon club when I was in middle school? Or was that a thing I was just in?
I think that was just you.
Yeah, in 8th grade, it must have been 8th grade then. I joined a backgammon club where I played backgammon with a bunch of kids my age. Mm-hmm. We also played chess, but I sucked at chess. So, and so we would bring backgammon boards after school to a science teacher's room, and we would just play backgammon for like an hour.
Huh.
It was fun. So I know how to play backgammon. Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
We used to have an old board.
Yeah, I have one exactly...
An old suitcase board.
That's what I have. It's over there. But it's exactly like theirs. Except now it's mine.
Fuck!
Oh, also, we went to International Tabletop Day.
Yes.
And we played a game.
We did.
And I bought it. It's called Star Trek 5-Year Mission. If you actually go onto the Wikipedia for Star Trek games, like board games, it's not on the list.
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, I don't know how to contact them to tell them, like, listen, I have this game that's not on your list.
It's super fun.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It is really, really fun.
Yeah. We were there, and we had finished playing, and one of Phil's friends, Phil and Jin's friends, came up and was like, it would also be good with the Voyager, because they have the original series and the Next Generation characters that you can play as. And he was like, no, it'd be good with Deep Space Nine with the hologram doctor. And I was like, no, that's Voyager. The doctor in Deep Space Nine is Julian Bashir. He's the augment. And I was like, oh my god.
You out-nerded a D&D DM.
I am a fucking nerd.
Oh!
Yeah, but
it knows magnitude.
But I
need it now.
I also haven't seen Voyager, and that's kind of an easy mistake to make.
Yeah, I guess.
Because when you have 5, now 6 series...
It's so close.
When you
No!
have 5, now 6 series of Star Trek lore, plus the novels, it's gonna get really confusing.
Yeah. I must catch it!
Gotta catch 'em all. Okay.
Speaking of that, so there was a video I found that was kind of cool. They called it an auditory hallucination, which
we've talked about those before because I have them.
This technically is not, but that's what they called it on the video that I watched. The way voices work is really interesting. So you've got all the harmonies and stuff like that are just innately a part of your vocal cords.
Right.
One of the things that's really hard to do on piano is make the song... You're going to use all your... I know, but I need it. It knows magnitude, goddammit. Is making the voice part sound right on piano.
Yeah.
But through the beauty of technology, it is possible to take... You know what? Screw it.
Alright.
To take all of the...
Why didn't you just kill it to get the
Shut up.
I wasted all those Ultra Balls.
Shut up. To take an MP3 and get all of the notes off of it as a MIDI file.
Right.
And I'm talking all of the notes.
Yep.
Including all the harmonies and stuff. You had a picture of one such...
Yeah, somebody did the MIDI file to sheet music, whatever he's talking about, with Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it was like the most auditory disaster known to man. It was awful.
Yeah,
and somebody posted the sheet music, and the notes were just like all over the goddamn place, not even on the lines, just...
Yes. Well, here's the funny thing. If you do that with certain songs... especially songs where the lyrics are more obvious or are more clear compared to the background music, you can get this weird effect where because of because of all of those harmonies that are being played at the same exact instant and also being woven together, you can actually hear the lyrics while it's being played on what's technically a piano.
Right.
It's super cool. It's one of my favorite things.
Yee. You found a new favorite thing.
Yeah. If sound is interesting to you, then I would highly recommend looking into that, because it's really, really cool. Some of the stuff that you can do with sound. Okay,
so I know we've kind of talked about the fact that I have ADHD, and I've kind of alluded to it. So this is what my brain just did. My brain looked at Rapidash and goes, Rapidash, horse racing. You know what I also race? Camels. You know what that reminds me of? I watched Wild Arabia the other day. I told you this already, but they have camel racing in parts of Arabia.
Yep.
And instead of having jockeys, because they used to be kids, and that's dangerous, they put robots on the backs of camels, and they drive alongside on the road. Like, there's a fence, and then there's the cars. And then the jockeys sit in the cars and yell instructions at their camels through the robots.
Yep.
And that's how they do camel racing in Arabia.
Now, here's the question. Are they 1-hump or 2-hump camels?
1-hump camels.
Okay.
All the camels they were talking about in the documentary are all 1-hump camels.
Okay. I don't know the difference between where they live and everything like that.
There's actually a theory, and this is a really interesting theory. I saw it on a TED Talk. I can't remember who made the talk. But they were making the argument that camels were not actually from the desert.
Oh.
But they were from tundra locations in, like, upper Canada and, like, icy areas. And then they were brought to Arabia because they were good on
weird
climates that weren't normal, like horses.
Huh.
Extreme weather patterns or whatever.
That's interesting.
It was very interesting.
I beat up a pansy.
Good job.
That's what their name was.
Good job.
Get out my way, pansy.
Somebody's being fucking rude, Jesus.
Oh, it's an Elekid.
Yeah.
Don't let it near your outlet, or it will fry your entire.
You ran away. Why?
Circuit breaker. Because I wanted to. I have more important things to do.
All right. Oh, yeah. It doesn't give you a lot of experience anyway. Well.
Yeah, I found that thing. Whoa.
Whoa.
I wonder what that originally was.
That's all you found.
Here we go.
George Bush. What? Is there a problem?
Okay.
It's what it reminds me of. Every time I hear somebody laugh like that, I'm like, George Bush.
Well, I mean, that was the whole Jon Stewart thing for the longest time.
I miss the old days when George Bush was our only threat. To be fair, at least he was a politician.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway,
enough about that. Enough about the world falling apart. I mean, what? I don't think any...
You should get complacent just because you have a lot of gym badges. There's always going to be someone who's better than you.
Yeah, there's always going to be somebody that's worse than you, too. Like you. Fucking asshole. There will always be somebody that's better than you. But remember, we all eventually die. This has been life advice. Welcome to Nihilist Arby's. The older I get, the more I'm a nihilist, where I'm like, well, we all die, and I guess that's that, you know. I'm just not an asshole, usually.
Daughter, you die! We all die someday.
I saw people making that argument about the healthcare system, and they're like, well, I mean, we all die eventually, so, I mean, what difference does it make if you die now or, like, 5 years from now? I'm like, whoa.
Damn.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with you?
I don't think I've introduced this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing to our audience yet. I introduced it to you recently.
Uh-oh.
There is a collection of videos. There's 10 of them now.
Oh, yeah.
Called the ASDF movies.
Yeah, the ASDF movies.
ASDF movie.
I like trains.
I like trains. My God. Those
I
things
wonder what this button
so...
does. He presses the button. Huh.
I'm gay now.
Girl comes in and she's like, honey, I'm pregnant. And it zooms out and her partner's a girl and she's like, I can explain.
That whole series of videos is fantastic.
I'm pregnant. I can explain.
If you haven't given them a watch, absolutely
I'll
do.
put a link to the 10 video set that the one that you sent me.
If you want to go watch them at their actual source and be a nice person.
I thought that was the actual artist.
No. The actual person who made them is Tom Ska.
That's where I watched them from, his YouTube channel.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he has them... It's a vlog channel that he made, and then he has those, and he has the individual sets.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, I've got 10 full heals. I forgot about those.
So, if that's not the one you sent me, I'll find the real one and I'll post it.
Yeah. But yeah, those things are amazing.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool music that's come out of those too.
Oh yeah.
Beep Beep I'm a Sheep is my favorite.
Beep, I'm a sheep. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep.
Meow, meow, I'm a cow. Meow, meow, I'm a cow. No! Anyway.
Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. The 90s. Whatever.
Actually, those are very recent.
The early 2000s.
The 10th one just came out this April Fool's Day.
The first one came out a long time ago.
Yes, that is true.
Like when E-Bombs World was still a good
place
to watch videos.
The age of Newgrounds and E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
And,
when animators actually had a place to post their stuff that wasn't YouTube.
Albino Black Sheep.
Oh my God. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
The Demented cartoon movie is another one of my favorites. It's literally 30 minutes long, all in Flash. And it's...
Welcome to QRBRBRBL.
Convertible.
Reef Magnate. Fucking Jesus.
So that's another one you have to link.
I hated that after a while, because you got to the point where you could just quote the entire thing.
I had the whole thing memorized.
And
as did one of my friends.
Yeah. And
so we quoted it back to each other.
And
back and forth.
Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this is funny. But the 80th gajillion time I had to watch Phil watch it, I'm like, fucking kill me.
And then another thing I quoted incessantly was The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, of course.
I love that movie.
All the leather, crap. Leather! Yeah.
Irene.
And then the show came out and it was awful.
What?
The show came out and it was awful.
Well, yeah. No one ever watches the TV shows.
You're not wrong.
What else was there?
It's the Dawn.
Hoodwinked.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's a terrible movie.
I love that movie.
I do too, but it's
so bad.
It has that guy.
It has Peter Warburton.
Yeah, and
he's Joe the cop, and
yeah, he's got that really deep natural voice, and you're just like, I love it, but also this movie.
The squirrel made that movie, though.
The squirrel, yeah.
The squirrel,
the hyperactive squirrel that drank all the coffee. It's like
maybe you should switch to decaf. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah. It's like an Ice Age with the squirrel.
Yeah.
He made that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Ice Age is a really boring movie.
That and the Dodos, which are all voiced by Alan Tudyk.
Are you serious?
Doom on you.
Doom on you. Doom on you.
I think that's right. Let me look.
You need to look that up, because if that's true, that's amazing.
Alan Tudyk does fucking everything.
He is so good. He is one of my favorite actors.
And he's like, I graduated from Juilliard.
He does a lot of voice acting.
He voiced the rooster on Moana, did all of the stuff for the rooster, and then he's like, I graduated from Juilliard.
He is an amazing voice actor.
Alright, we'll look this up and then we'll end the episode.
Someone who was not trained as a voice actor.
No, well, that's the thing about voice acting. If you want to be really good at it, you also have to know how to act.
I guess that's true.
Actor, 100.
He's done 100 things now?
Yeah, ooh, Wreck-It Ralph 2. He's gonna be maybe in that.
Oh, he was in the first Wreck-It Ralph as the main villain.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I can't say their name now. Thanks. When did Ice Age come out? It was the early 20s.
It was the early 2000s.
2002, I think. I gotta go through a bunch of shit. Yep. Who? What? Oh, no, not an ad. No.
Ads?
Ads?
No! They're covering for him. And then
Lenny,
they'll go after
Oscar, and Dab.
Dab?
Dab.
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 Dab. Oh, and then right after that, he was in Firefly. And then right after that, he was in Dodgeball. And then right after that, he was in iRobot.
Steve the Pirate.
Yar.
The best, like, quirky character ever.
Oh, he was in Zootopia.
Yes, he was. He was really good in Zootopia.
He was really good in everything. Newsreaders? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Anyway, next time on Sibling Revelry, we'll probably talk about Alan Tudyk some more.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, probably. Oh, fuck! Ah!